Today we are at EPCOT and we're focusing on some of the best things to do for kids here at the park.
We love to bring our kiddos here. In fact, we've brought our families here together and had an absolute blast with them. There's so much more that this park has to offer for kiddos than people usually anticipate.
All right, we're talking food spots, lots of rides, and a lot of fun activities to do for kids, so we're gonna check it all out.
Let's go.
One thing we've learned after bringing kids to EPCOT over the years is that this park doesn't have to feel overwhelming. You don't have to try to hurry and do everything. You can really take your time, jump on a few rides, grab some great food, and explore World Showcase and have a pretty amazing day here. So today we're gonna show some things that are worth prioritizing when you're here with kids. First off, let's talk about food. And one of our favorite quick service spots for families is definitely Connections Café Eatery, specifically Eatery. And part of the reason is because it's just easy. There's a lot of variety here, so it's usually not hard to find something that everybody's gonna eat. They've got burgers, pizza, chicken sandwiches, kids meal. It's all just really solid family options. And like I said, there's something for everyone. This is also a great midday break spot because there's a ton of indoor seating here. It's a big space and there's great air conditioning.
We ordered the pizza here at Connections Eatery because it's such a great bang for your buck. For the kids' pizza, you get a slice of pizza that's a massive pizza for a little kid, and 2 sides. So we chose to go with the applesauce as well as a side of fries, and you get a drink. And you can get all of that for $8.29. Such a great deal. We also got what is seasonal right now for Flower and Garden Festival, the Bianca pizza, but they also have pepperoni and cheese here regularly. You get 2 slices of pizza. These are both also massive slices of pizza, and you get both of those for $12.29. The food here is super tasty. This is some of my favorite pizza on Disney property, and it's such a great bang for your buck. Look at how massive this slice of pizza is. Also, I always fold my pizza. Do you? Because you should. That's how you eat pizza.
Tell us in the comments, do you fold your pizza or do you prefer flat still?
That's my first time trying this seasonal pizza. It's the Bianca pizza. It's a white sauce with cheese and mushrooms. Oh, delicious. You gotta have another bite.
Also, right across the walkway is Club Cool, which is another great spot to take your kids. You're probably wondering, what is that? It's a free Coca-Cola tasting experience with drinks from around the world, so it's really cool. Kids usually love this place. They get to taste different drinks from around the world, try some different flavors, and you get funny reactions with some weird flavors, good flavors, and honestly, it's just a fun little break from walking around the park.
My favorite is Joy from Korea, so that's what we're going for today.
There's also one drink here that basically everybody dares each other to try. That's the Beverly. It's kind of one of those things, if you know, you know. So if you haven't had it, you're gonna want to try this one. Oh, yeah, that's good. Also here in Club Cool, they do have a pretty cool spot here where you can do floats with different beverages as well. From Coke, Fanta, lemonades, root beers, pretty cool.
EPCOT is for all of the foodies. There's food and snacks around every corner, but those are not just for the adults. They've got great stuff for the kiddos as well, especially some of the festival booths. A lot of the festival booths have some items that my kids love to eat at. In addition to those festival booths, you also have your classic Disney snacks like popcorn, pretzels, and you can't miss the Mickey bars for the kiddos and for the adults, let's be real.
All right, now that we've talked a little bit about the food here for kids, we're gonna focus now on the rides and attractions. And there are actually a lot of attractions and rides here that work really well for the younger kids. Since we're over here in this area, we're gonna start with the Seas with Nemo and Friends. It's one that we always recommend, especially for much littler ones. It's slower paced, really cute for the younger kids, and afterward, you get to spend a lot of time exploring. Right here, you're probably wondering, where are you? Did you know the Seas with Nemo and Friends has a full entire aquarium at the exit as well? This thing's full of cool fish, manatees, all kinds of exhibits. Definitely one thing that kids will spend a lot of time enjoying. Also, Turtle Talk with Crush is a really fun experience little kids are going to love. It's almost like a show. All the kids get to gather around and Crush comes out and interacts and talks with them live. Kids find it hilarious. And here's one that might surprise people, but kids actually tend to enjoy living with the land. There's always something to look at on this ride. It's a nice relaxing ride in the middle of the day. So definitely don't want to pass up living with the land, and it's right next to the sea, so you can start making the rounds on these awesome kids attractions. And right next to it is Soarin' Around the World. This attraction might be for those kids that are looking for a little higher of a thrill level, but it's a really fun attraction. And starting on May 26th for a limited time, this attraction is becoming Soarin' Across America in celebration of the United States 250th anniversary. This all-new version of the attraction is going to take people soaring over the iconic American landmarks and landscapes, accompanied by an updated arrangement of the classic Soarin' soundtrack.
We also have Journey into Imagination with Figment. This is an EPCOT staple, a classic. It's right here, located next to the land. It's a lot of fun, maybe a couple surprises. Might want to prepare your kids for some of those surprises, if you know what I mean. Also, you might smell some gross things in there, but hey, that's kids for you.
Before we leave this area of the park, we have to talk about Journey of Water inspired by Moana. This is an amazing experience for kids. You get to interact with the water while learning about it and where it goes, where it comes from. Kids will be able to feel the water and in some ways even control the water. It's just a really fun experience to have over here. Now that we're going to leave this area, we're going to move on to France and talk about Remy's Ratatouille adventure. Remy is definitely one of the easiest recommendations for families. It's colorful, playful, and not too intense for little kids. The queue itself is honestly really fun as well. So this one definitely deserves a spot on one of our top recommendations for kids attractions. Next, we're going to make our way to the Norway Pavilion, and if your kids love Frozen, this is pretty much a must-do. That is Frozen Ever After. The music, the characters, the atmosphere, this ride is always a huge hit, and it's very popular. For this reason, we recommend choosing a time of the day that you're going to be able to spend some time here, or book a lightning lane to be able to get on this attraction. I also wanted to note that in February, this ride just went through a huge update where Anna, Elsa, and the Kristoff animatronics were replaced with more lifelike designs, which was a very welcome change. Next, we're going to make our way over to the Mexico Pavilion and talk about Grand Fiesta Tour. Kids love it. It's just a slow-moving boat ride through scenes starring Donald Duck, Panchito, and Jose as the three amigos. It's usually a lower wait time and really fun for little kids. And of course, we cannot forget one of the best rides for little kids at EPCOT. It's iconic to the park itself. It's Spaceship Earth. This one's a slow-moving ride with tons to look at the entire time. For younger kids, this is the kind of attraction that's super fun without being incredibly overwhelming. It's full of education, plus at the end you get to play a little game by creating your own story. Definitely on the top recommendations for kids. Also, it's another great break from the day since the ride's longer, it's indoors, and it's wonderfully air-conditioned. Now, if you have kids that are looking for something a little more thrilling, EPCOT has some great options for that too. In World Discovery, you're going to find Mission Space, Test Track, and Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind. So if your kids are more into the bigger thrills and faster rides, these attractions will definitely be worth checking out for them. But beyond the rides, one of the things that really makes EPCOT unique for families is the activities and interactive experiences throughout the park. We've talked about some of them with like Turtle Talk, with Crush, but one of the biggest activities that takes place around the entire showcase is KidCot. But before we get to KidCot, we got to talk about this.
Another great thing about EPCOT is there's multiple different places for your kids to play, including Play Along Bay, which is here for Flower and Garden Festival, but it's been changing with every season. But one thing that has remained the same is that it's just a great area for the kiddos to come get like the wiggles out and exert some energy. We have a lot of fun with this area for sure.
One of the best free activities for the little kids at EPCOT is probably KidCot. Throughout World Showcase, each country has a KidCot Fun Stop where kids can collect fun activity cards. This makes a huge difference for the younger kids in World Showcase. It's no longer just about going country to country. They have something to be excited for at the next stop. So it kind of turns the whole area into a fun scavenger hunt to look for these KidCot stations. At each KidCot Fun Stop, you're going to find fun collecting cards, coloring stations, and probably get some fun cast member interactions too. Nick, I think already picked up the one here for Canada.
We did.
What do we got?
Alrighty, so we've got our fun little card. First of all, my cool little passport that I plan on filling as I go around the world. The card has some fun facts about Canada, a sticker. It also has the capital city. Looks like a moose. Hello, bonjour. and then a coloring sheet on the back, which is very Canadian. Also, you gotta go check this out, Ryan. There's a billboard back there that has like all kinds of fun facts about Canada and a trivia question.
We're gonna make our way around the World Showcase, collecting our cards from all of the KidCot stations, but also pointing out a couple other fun experiences that you could spot around Showcase as well.
We just got to meet Mika, which was so exciting. Characters are typically all throughout World Showcase, so that's definitely a very exciting thing to do with your kiddos. There are characters that meet in certain locations, but between Italy and the US, there's that like little strip that leads towards backstage, and sometimes you get some really rare characters that show up there. There's no like schedule for it. It's totally a surprise, totally at random. Something to keep an eye out for as you're making your way around World Showcase, especially during the daytime.
Speaking of other things kids love, in between Germany and Italy, there's a really fun little train area where kids love to come and watch the trains go by. But it's also fun to check out because during different festivals, they actually do decorate inside of the town center for the festival. So right now we can see a couple little flower and garden festival signs going on. So fun.
All right, that was our last stop in Mexico. And that means that we finished our trip around the world, which when you get to your last location and you have all of them completed, you get a fun I Traveled the World Showcase at EPCOT postcard, and it's an actual postcard that you can mail to a family member or a friend.
I think EPCOT surprises a lot of people when it comes to families because there's just so much you can do and enjoy together, even with your little kids.
My wife and I have so many memories here with our kids at EPCOT. Like some of my favorite core memories of my kiddos coming to Walt Disney World are here at EPCOT.
Same, totally. I mean, we had, for the past 6 or 7 years, been doing EPCOT and all the parks with them, so there's always fun stuff and new stuff to enjoy.
If you guys are looking to save big on your visit to Walt Disney World and create even more magical memories, save big on those 4 park magic tickets. It's going to give you a day at each of the 4 parks here at Walt Disney World, and you can just soak up all of the magic. It's time. It's time for you guys to get back here and make even more memories.
Thank you again for following along. Make sure to like and subscribe to this video for more fun Disney World tips and videos like this, and we'll see you in the next one.
Get the exact same theme park tickets for less, no catch, at Undercover Tourist.